Hello, everybody. I am running behind. I'm still trying to wake up. How's everybody? Is it good? Uh, alright. Um, alright, let's see. Hey, Mr. B, how are you? What up, Blue? No, 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 we're not. No, listen. Look. You see how full my cup is? We're not talking about clowns. No, I haven't even had my coffee yet, so shush it. I'm not, no, I'm not awake enough for clowns. What up, Lando? Been up since 3:30. Oh my goodness. Hey, Ricardo. Um, hey, RJ. How are you?
Hey,
How you been?
oh, doing pretty good.
Oh, streamer kicked him off. You were, RJ, you were kind of like, it sounded like you were lagging a bit. Like it took a bit for your camera to actually like turn on my side. Oh, it's okay, but so Ronnie, you are not backstage. Um, Here, look, I'll even show you. But see, you're not backstage. So I don't know what's going on with your stuff again. What am I working on this morning? Uh, Probably this. I still haven't, I meant to, but I didn't feel like doing it. I had so much going on this week. I still need to make a video and get this glued and rolled. I have to do I have to I have to get a rolling pin and roll it out because I don't have an actual roller in my kit. Um, but I have to fix some of the lines because they're a little bit, some of the lines I can see. Shove those back in before I glue it, but I'll probably just work on this a little bit. Yeah, backfire. So you're saying that you're backstage. Okay. That Vader one looks really cool. Thank you. What up, pal? Hey, zombie. You guys, listen, you guys are welcome. I haven't paid for this, so but I can have six on here or five, whatever, if I don't count myself. But if you guys want to get on here and build, because I know you guys normally do it with rum, you guys are more than welcome to. There
Whew,
you go.
there we go. So, I I got a new phone, and I got been hitting the wrong button. I'm still trying to get used to this new phone.
I think you said you hit the wrong button, but you're cutting out really bad again. So I didn't really understand that.
What?
Yeah, you're like,
What? No
cut you.
way. Oh, great. Great.
See, now I can hear you, but
Hang on.
now I can hear you. I can understand you, but I think it might be going. I don't know. Maybe it's your internet. I don't know. Are you on Wi-Fi?
No, I'm on mobile.
Okay. I don't know. I think it just hates you.
Well, I do have my hotspot on because on my mama's got a Roku
Hey, zombie.
TV.
Oh, that was my bad. That was my bad. I was trying to.
Hey, what's going
Nope,
on,
nope.
people?
That one was
Oh.
mine. That one was mine. I'm trying to hit buttons and I'm not.
It's all right.
Yeah. I haven't had my coffee yet. I
Oh
haven't had my
boy.
coffee yet. What up, zombie? How are you?
No.
Yeah. Ah,
Nope.
that wasn't me. That wasn't me, RJ.
It's a,
So what you been up to, zombie?
I just got finished at work, so
Oh yeah. Fine. What time is it there? I don't even.
11:15.
Oh, okay. That's cool. It's too long. I don't use tweezers. I don't use pens. Oh. I was surprised when I woke up that Rum and you guys weren't streaming.
Yeah, he didn't do it last weekend either.
Well, I knew last week was kind of like a bust because when he finally like reached out, I know he was just really tired from work and stuff and
Yeah.
all that. But I mean, he does stream a lot, so he does need breaks and stuff.
Yeah.
We get spoiled with how much he streams, because it's not like little streams too. It's like hours of streaming with him. So.
Yeah, I know.
It's easy to get burnt out or because he works a lot, and then to not want to stream. I get it.
But yeah, oh, what a week! I got next weekend off. I took next week off, which was pretty cool.
Nice. For any special reason?
I dropped the heater on my foot, on my toe last weekend,
Wow.
and yeah, and it got infected, and it's like really swollen when I put my steel caps on. Like it pushes my toes together. So the last couple of nights I've just been wearing runners, so it's been a lot easier. But when I've got them on, that after an hour or two, that bloody starts to really
hurt.
Really start to hurt. Yeah. So I said to the manager, I said, "Can I take next week off?" He goes, "Yeah, no worries."
Yeah.
But yeah, so so I took next week off to see how my toe goes. Hopefully the swelling goes down a little bit.
Right. Yeah. Maybe you resting it.
Yeah. Well,
are you taking anything? Because you said it was infected, right?
Yeah. No, I didn't go to the doctor. You can see it's infected.
You are such a male. Go to the doctor. Oh, I wonder why it's not getting better. Because it's infected. Go or put something on it, like you put an antibacterial stuff on it or anything.
Nah.
You are such a. What is wrong with males? I don't understand. Oh, I got an infection. Look, pus is coming out. You putting anything on it? No. Why are you not getting better? Dumbass. What is wrong with males? Ronnie, I don't see you again, honey. I'm sorry. You're not showing up in the back room, in the green room. No, meals are ridiculous. I don't know what's wrong with you people. If you're not gonna go to the doctor and get it fixed, or put something, at least some, Neosporin on it or something, then just go to work. Who cares? Just go to work. You're doing it to yourself.
It's
Freaking
all right. Relax. Just need a bit of time off. Plus, I
It's
need a week off.
infected. You have to get. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind.
It's only a toe. I've got bloody 9 others, so if I lose it, it's all right.
Men are ridiculous. I don't understand men at all. Like, ridiculous. Just have some dirt on it. Okay, all right. You let me know when you lose your toe how rubbing dirt on it worked out for you. Or in your case, not doing nothing worked out for you.
I'll have to call a tow
Oh,
truck.
zombie died. Oh, because he had an infection that reached his blood.
Oh,
Oh, that's all.
see, now if that happens, you're gonna feel guilty.
No, I won't, because you're a dumbass. Because I yelled at you to go to the doctors, or at the very least put some antibacterial stuff on it or something, and you don't want to listen. Death is on you, bro, not me. Now, will I convince your family to send me your 3D printers? Absolutely, I will. 100%. Oh.
I was surprised you didn't want me Vader stuff.
Oh no, I'm gonna take it all. I'm gonna take it all because they're not gonna want it. So I'm gonna take that helmet with it cracked open from Obi. Yeah. The other guys can fight over your droids.
No,
And if
let
your
him.
Yoda's done, they can have them.
I told Lenny he's got to look after R2 for me.
Okay, well then he can keep R2. Absolutely. Cannot believe you're not doing men. Absolutely ridiculous.
No, it's actually better now.
Sure it is. That's why you're taking a week off. That's why you're taking a week off, right?
Well, it was sore.
Nope, no backtracking now, bro. No.
And then
No backtrack.
Thursday it was sore.
Nope.
And then I wore my runners last night. It was all right. And then tonight's all right.
No backtracking. Nope, absolutely not. Nope. Ridiculousness.
Did you finish that Vader one?
Yeah, you want to see it?
Yeah.
I haven't done a video on it yet because I haven't felt up to it, but I need to this weekend. Move this so I don't spill it.
Okay.
So I need to do the scooch some in, fix some of the lines, and then use a rolling pin on it, and then do my Mod Podge, and then it'll be ready to hang up.
Oh, it looks all right.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I think it turned out well.
Yeah, I'll show you the helmets.
What up, Lando?
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on?
Hey, zombie.
Just working on my diamond painting and yelling at zombie. The same old, same old.
Yeah.
Well, I've got 2 open wounds on my right foot as well. Blisters. There are blisters and he popped.
Let me guess, you're not going to the doctor either. Dumbass.
No, actually, hey, alcohol kills the infection.
What kills the infection?
You drink the alcohol, yeah, and it fights you from the inside.
That's not how that works.
Here's what ails you.
That is not how that works at all. Do not follow medical advice from men. No. Unless it's an actual doctor. No. Don't listen to these goons. Ridiculous.
I mean, you can feel the effects working after a couple drinks.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Feel that
Right.
affection just burn away.
Did you see the helmets I did, Kat?
No, hold on. Let me get this in first. Sorry.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, nice.
I did that one, which was the 212 battalion,
Mhm.
and then I did the Jet Trooper from Battlefield 2, that one, and then I did the Elite Trooper as well. But yeah,
Nice.
they're the three I've done in the last week and a bit. So yeah, no, they come
Man,
up. I just got to
you're
get it. Just got to get that one.
your painting is amazing.
Thanks, bro. It's only
That's great.
masking tape in the spray can. That's all.
Yeah. Still better than what I can do.
Well, that one I actually took the actual helmet all apart, and it was actually quite easy once I did it. And then that one, all I had to do was take there's like a headliner you take out, and then
Mhm.
5 screws, and then the top pops off. So you don't even need to mask it off. You just got to pop the top off, and there's 3 more screws to get that out, and then mask the top bit, and then spray the whole lot, and then screw the top back in and screw it back into the top of the helmet. It was probably about 40 minutes worth of work. It was easy.
Wow.
I've
I still
got
don't see you, RJ.
I've still got those 3 to do too.
I saw your
So-
message that you came out and came back in. I still don't see you, hun. Palp says it looks great, zombie.
Thanks, helps.
Well,
But yeah. So they're the 3 I've done in the last week and a bit.
I really like
nice.
that
Nice.
diamond art, the one you have on top with the lightsabers. I like
Yeah.
I
that
mean,
picture.
the one I'm working on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is a puzzle I've done. That's glued
The
together.
Vader is cool, but yeah. I thought I was recognizing it as a puzzle.
Yep, I have that. It's not hung up. It's in my stash of what I need to hang.
Well, whenever you're ready to hang it, you know.
No, you and Mr. B
Mr. B
can
and
go
I are
fly kites.
available.
No, you and Mr. B can
Yeah.
go fly kites. No, go kick rocks. Go kick rocks.
Come on. You want
Never
everything to be,
again.
you know.
Absolutely not. Ridiculous.
But it turned out lots better, right? Yeah.
No, it did not.
You didn't switch it back, did you?
No, some of them fell down.
I'll show you one.
Some
Well,
of them
that's
are
not our
crooked,
fault
so
for falling.
it is. It is because you guys
Falling
were
down.
jerks
Oh my
about
God.
it.
What?
Yeah, there's jerks
What'd
about
you
it.
do?
Hi, Patrick. How are you? Good morning. Dude, listen, RJ, like I've been having so much trouble with StreamYard. So my friend did a stream. It kept kicking, it let me in once and then it kicked me out and then it was just loading. I couldn't get back in and then he was having a hard time streaming after that.
Hmm.
I have had it's like crashed on me several times. Like it's been a pain in the butt. So I don't know what they're doing to it, but it's not just you. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I had it
Well,
took
I'm
me
on my
like 5 tries.
phone,
It took
so
me 5 tries to get in this morning on my laptop. So it's not
wow.
just you.
See that, Cat?
No.
That's cool.
I'm
Oh
just
wow, you
about to.
finished it.
Yeah, it's actually floating. If you have a look.
Yeah. It's a
But,
floater.
Yeah, I've still got a couple of little things to put on it, but that's nearly done. So,
That's cool.
but yeah, I'm starting to get some shit done. I've got to get that finished next.
Nice.
The Han and Carbonite. But yeah,
Nice.
one at a time. But yeah,
Yeah. Are you gonna have the frozen cotton carbonite floating as well?
it's got a I've put a mount in the back so I can have it actually hanging on the wall.
Oh wow,
So
that'd be cool. Any lights going around it?
In the panels, I like the lights. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
But yeah. So, and also I'm doing another R2 for a friend as well.
Sweet.
How many customs are you working on? Like 5?
Well, that Harney Carbonite I've been doing for like 2 years. I don't know
Well, with
if
your
I'm
new
gonna.
printer, that'll finish pretty quickly. At least you don't
Yeah,
get billed. You don't have, painting will take long, but
yeah, but I don't know if I'm gonna buy an actual cast, because you can actually buy the cast of Han and then just screw it to the board, or 3D print it.
oh,
Because if I 3D print, I have to cut it up into smaller pieces, which is a
gotcha.
pain. Yeah, Mr. B's just saying about his new phone. I won't let him join StreamYard.
Um, Mr. B, have you tried the app? I had to tell Michael's having the same problem. I told him to download StreamYard Guest, and once he did that, he said the problems went away. So maybe download that.
Mm.
Unless you've already done that, then I don't know anything else.
That's why I don't do Apple phones. Android, I
But that's the
just
thing. No,
click on the
but listen,
link and that's it.
I no, but listen, I have no problem joining on my phone. My phone's an Apple phone because that's the camera I use. But
Yeah,
it's my
Mhm.
laptop that
I
causes
have
the
no problem
problem.
at
I've
all either.
not once had a problem with my cell phone. It's my laptop. So I don't know what that's about.
Where's Michael anyway? I thought he would have jumped on.
I don't know. I haven't talked to him for a while, so I don't know.
Oh, no. I've gone to a couple stores lately. I don't really see much of Star Wars stuff, and only bought some Hot Wheels. That's about it.
Mm.
Some die-cast cars.
No, I haven't bought.
Mhm.
Well, the last time I bought anything was those 5 helmets I bought about two and a half weeks ago or something. 3 weeks ago.
Mm.
They're the only things I've bought in the last month or so. Haven't really bought anything. Oh, hang on. Sorry, I lie. I bought something yesterday. I brought a Death Trooper 6-inch figure.
Nice.
So when I get the helmet, because they're releasing the helmet end of the year, hopefully I can get one, and I'll have the figure already.
Yeah.
Well, actually, a couple weeks ago, I do get a 3 3/4 the Death Trooper, the black one with the
Yep.
charging base or whatever.
Yeah.
It came with it. It's a deluxe. I had enough points from Target.
Hold on, Lando, real quick. No, it's called StreamYard Guest. If you just go in the App Store, it's just StreamYard Guest. Or if you just type in StreamYard, that's the only one for StreamYard that pops up. Go ahead.
Oh, and so I got an email from Target saying that they're going to take all my points that I accumulated and throw them away the next day. And so that's what I ended up ordering. So I got it for free, basically.
All right. Cool.
So
Mr. B, what do you mean you can see our chat? What is it? What are you talking about?
Is he backstage or something?
I don't know, but he says we can see your chat. I don't know what that means.
are
Don't
you
know.
showing something? No.
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 So I don't know what that means.
Yeah, that's weird. We can see your chat.
Right? Isn't that that's a little Oh, he's talking to RJ. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Still can't see in the back room, RJ.
wow.
I can see you on keep hitting that. I can see you your chat. Okay, yeah, I see what he's saying. I can see your chat, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see you in the back room.
What was that? Black lightning. Black
Yeah,
fire
it's
lightning.
RJ. Ronnie J. I've known him for a while. Him, Kilo, Spencer, and Patrick and I all used to stream together on Wednesdays.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That was a beat, right?
Oh, where did Lando go?
He might have gotten a call or something.
But yeah, those other helmets I want to do. Commander Gree.
I'm
Or
sorry, I was reading. I'm sorry, I was reading this. What?
I want to do Commander Gree.
Oh,
The
great, yeah.
helmet. Yeah, I want to do that helmet. And there's a couple other ones I want to do too. Which
He's
will look
cool.
really
He's very because he's kind of taken out.
good. Hey?
Not a lot of people like him, but I like Commander Green. I like his green.
Yeah,
I think he's
yeah.
cool.
I like the silver with it as well. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'll have to take that apart.
I think Chip's gonna come on.
Oh, cool.
Let's see. I've typed in StreamYard guest, but it always takes me to scroll down a little bit and see if you see StreamYard guests. Or just type in StreamYard, but it should pop up. Oh, hello, Cactus. I don't know who you are. I haven't seen you. Hello, welcome. For a few years now. Been diamond painting. Welcome back, Lando.
Right, thanks. I went to look at the chat and all of a sudden I got kicked out. I'm like, okay.
I figured you just got a call or something.
No.
Help says Bly is my favorite clone commander helmet.
Oh, nice.
Bly is cool.
Yeah, I've got a couple more to do. And then I need to buy some more helmets.
There you go.
I ordered that figure too for the orangey yellow helmet too, which I just showed you before.
Nice.
It's a twin pack with Kenobi.
Oh, yeah.
Really? Oh, wow.
Mm.
I like the new vintage collection Kenobi they're coming out with
Yeah.
the Jedi robe. Yeah, I want to get that.
Yeah, I've got to pick up the Stranger helmet from Black, for the Black series. That's getting released here in Australia in about a month and a half. So I've pre-ordered that as well.
Mhm.
Uh,
I like how they're coming out with the Star Wars again, or as
Yeah,
everybody
well,
knows it, A New Hope.
yeah,
The
well,
figures and stuff.
yeah. Well, they need to bloody re-release bloody Greedo for.
Yeah, it comes in a 4-pack with the streets of Mos Eisley or the Cantina.
Yeah,
I,
but
I,
I meant like
I think-
just in his own.
oh, eventually they will because they got the new Greedo coming out.
Mm. So hopefully they'll redo that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be an extension of like the Cantina.
Yeah.
Not the streets, but the Cantina. But yeah, I like that 4-pack. The 4 figures are coming out with.
Mm.
You know, Walrus Man, Greedo, and Hammerhead and Snaggletooth.
You haven't seen that yet.
Oh yeah? Oh wow.
Are they 6-inch?
No, they're 3 3/4.
Hi, Nick. Hello, Chip.
Hey, Chip. Hey, Nick.
Hey Chip.
Going on?
I was in the zone. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to ignore you.
It's all right.
Hello, hello.
I just messaged you on WhatsApp saying, let me in.
I know. I saw that.
Hey Nick.
Hey,
What's up,
guys,
Nick?
you all right? Not a lot. Just the couple of hours before 3 hours till we go out, like, and you know when you're we're going out for a meal and I'm trying not to eat before the meal. I've just had a little snack, but like, I need to eat because
Yeah,
I'm getting
Yeah.
proper.
Hungry.
Well, we always need a little snack.
Or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing a losing weight thing. I've already taken off just over half a stone in a couple of weeks, and I have a cheat meal on a Saturday.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
But then, mind you, I never use all my calories in a day anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm like
So
literally
you're
like
gonna come out
I
looking
can't
like
eat
The
much
Rock.
more dust. Sorry, say again.
Sorry. You're gonna come out looking like The Rock.
No, I mean I just need to get back to where I was about 5 years ago. Like just which
We all.
yeah. But that's boring talk. That's boring talk. I'm being boring, but no, I'm just like Carla's just taking the boy up her mum and dad's, his grandparents, and I'm like, I catch streaming, and she's just told me off in messages because I was cursing at her in voice notes. So
You.
me swearing, I know, never happens, does it?
Unfortunately, I weigh the same as I weighed 5 years ago. So
But that's not a bad thing, is it, dude? Because you haven't at least you stayed, you're consistent.
no, actually, I've lost weight.
Oh, mate, I'm a yo-yo. Always have been. But I don't think I've ever been on stream with you, Rolando, when you've actually been on with your face on. So
Yeah.
I've never seen your
It
logo
doesn't get any
before.
better. I know.
No, you're fine, man. You got the Jimmy
I got
Smiths
the
about
face for radio.
you got the Jimmy Smiths about you. You look like what's his name from Star Wars? Come on, Cat Leia's stepdad, foster dad.
Bail Organa.
Yeah, Bail Organa. You got the Bail
Organa.
Organa, man. That's a good look. You should have heard my missus and Cat talking about Jimmy Smiths the other night. I was like, okay, fair enough.
Told you it's a suit, man. Put a good-looking guy in a suit, any woman goes crazy.
Cat has a theory that if you dress anyone in a suit, they become instantly hotter.
Listen, I've seen it happen many times. You take an average-looking guy, you give him a haircut that suits him, right? You put him in a suit, I'm telling you, any girl would be like doing double takes on him. I promise you. It's a thing.
Well, the key word was good looking, so yeah.
No,
I'm out.
no. Listen, I've seen some fugly dudes get a decent haircut that actually suits them and then put in a suit, and I've done double takes on them. Like, it works. It does.
A double
swear,
take, but
most of the time-
nothing to hit on.
Oh, crazy!
I think I wholeheartedly believe that you give any guy a better haircut, it elevates them. I've seen some pretty crusty guys. They get a haircut, and I'm like, holy crap! It changes their whole look. Like there's just bad haircuts. That's it. Just get a good haircut.
Who does everyone look like in here? So I sort of said Rolando looks like Jimmy Schmitz. Can't see Zombie. Can't see yourself down there. Can't see Cat. Who do we all look like? I just look like an idiot. But
Same way, Nick. I'm the same way.
I'm not even a background character, you know.
hey, Rolando, you got to big yourself up, bro. Big yourself up some more.
So, but I was going to point out, this is the first time I'm on here with Chip. And when I first came on with Kat, she said I sounded like Chip.
You did.
That
Well,
is
now
true,
now
is
that you
true.
mention it, you do a little bit.
Like if you take away his picture and just put his background, right? He'll say certain things, but I think it's because they're both from Illinois.
I say certain things, or
Yeah, you'll say certain things and I'm like, oh my gosh, like it sounds
Oh.
completely like how Chip talks. And now now I can hear the difference with it. But no, for the longest time you sounded like Chip.
well, Chip is outside of Chicago, and I was in a suburb of Chicago. So
Good on you.
I know.
Good on you, Cat. All I do is hear Chip now.
See?
Way to ruin a good,
Have we
good
ever
thing there,
seen
Kat.
them both? Have we ever seen them both on the stream at the same time together, though?
No, it's
No.
breaking my brain.
yeah.
Freaking her out.
Stop it.
I know.
I gotta drink more of my coffee. I'm dying. Okay.
I love the red light in the background there. That's awesome.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
got such a good setup.
Thank you.
There you go. Show it off.
Yeah.
That Falcon looks good.
Red's my color too.
Beautiful.
Every time I put red on in my background, because I've got like one of those bar lights where you select the color.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Every time I put red on, it makes me look orange.
Hey, Drew.
See, and I thought you were going to say you
Sorry,
have all kinds of
RJ.
guys knocking on your door. Is this the red light district? Is this the red light district?
Hey, Drew.
Who are you?
Cactus.
Yeah, I'd never thought that. Fortunately, I've got no wind. Because you've probably all seen me on stream at some point, but I am that door right behind me there. It's literally a cupboard. That is where I stream from. Right behind me there, that door. I stream from a cupboard.
It's from the closet. That's great.
Yeah,
Oh, Harry Potter action, huh?
Well,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
good
No,
to see you come out, though, Nick.
Oh, well, you know, it's nice
I
to
knew
get
that.
closet.
I knew that was coming. I walked into that one.
Did you see what Palps said about you?
Say again.
Did you see what Palps is saying about you? I put it
Okay.
on screen for you.
Down.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Oh, look, I've got hat hair. I can't take my hat off. Oh dear.
What's
And,
a Heritage Law?
I didn't
Yeah.
hear that. Sorry.
Look at what Palps is saying about you. I don't know what kind of wall is that?
Hadrian's Wall.
Yeah.
Wall over here, mate. You know, we've got things older than 50 years old in the UK. That's the
Oh,
thing.
shut up. Shut up. I asked a simple question. I didn't need the attitude of a Brit. Thanks.
I mean, I live in a house which was built in like 1825. I mean, I'd say that
I
to
have
some
those in
people. they're
town.
like, "What?"
I have those in town. So, you know, it's called Old Colorado City. So, shush it. Wow.
If you can hear rustling in the background, my boy left his toy cupboard open, and the cat's in there, and I can't get him out because I'm too fat to get in the cupboard. So I've just got to wait until he runs out, and I can shut the door. So if you can hear like clunk clunk.
You need a bit of string, Nick. You need a bit of string. Move it at the door, and it'll lure him out.
Nah, man. Last time he got hold of string, there was an interesting trip for him to the toilet, and luckily it came out, and we didn't have a vet's bill. But yeah, it was like a crappy Christmas decoration. Quite
Well,
literally.
I didn't mean feed it to him. I just meant like
No,
you
he eats it. He goes from the door. He's just come out of his cupboard now. So there you go.
There you go. Looks like everyone's coming out there at your house.
I sort of just put my foot by him then, not to like hurt him, but just to sort of like shoo him away from the door, and he just
Yeah.
scratched me. It's like, I'm not even going to touch him. He's like, go away. I've never hurt that cat, but like if he wants to do something, he's just like he's just a claws out cat. He's just one of those cats that's nasty. He just wants to hurt you. Do you know what I mean?
That's why I declaw the front paws.
I couldn't
It's
get
like,
near
okay, bring
him.
it, bring it.
Okay.
Should have known really, because they found him on a farm, right? Apparently he was abandoned on a farm, one kitten. No, I don't buy that. I reckon he was a feral kitten to a farm cat. He got lost, and they found him, and this is why we got such a wild little beast of a cat.
Domesticate a wild animal, yeah.
Well, but the thing is, he acts all big and like he should have been my cat, but he's Carla's cat. Like he pines for Carla. He loves my missus. He's just like won't leave her alone.
That's his person.
Mm-hmm.
You don't
Yeah.
you don't choose your pet; they choose you.
That's
just how
like
it is.
Socks here.
Yeah, I
My
said
son's cat. But he always sleeps near me and stuff like that.
Because he chose you.
and here's the thing: Carla bought him and our other cat new collars yesterday. If I can get a decent shot, I will. But they're like collars, but they've got bow ties on now. What are you doing to these cats? She's like, oh, they look cute. I'm like, well, they kind of, but I've got a cat with a bow tie. It seems
He
wrong.
looks sophisticated. It's adorable.
Yeah, one of our first cats, my ex, she bought it, and of course it got attached to me, so became my cat.
Yeah, my cat that passed away a couple of years ago, like
Oh,
he just decided that he would be permanently glued to me, and he did. 15 years, the most loyal cat ever. Got this one, doesn't want to know me, only wants to know the missus. He only wants to know me when she goes to bed. That's the only time he wants to know me. He's like, oh no, I guess you can stroke me now. And if you don't stroke him, he starts headbutting me real aggressively.
you're the plan B.
You're the
Yeah.
spare human.
Absolutely. I told Carla we'll just keep getting cats until I get one that likes me. It's fine.
There you go. You need to go to adoption place and pet them, like see them in person and see if they come to you or Carla. And if they go to Carla, then you know that's not your cat.
Yeah, well, they kind of duped me with this one because he was from an adoption place, a rescue place, and I didn't know I wanted another. I was sort of like, oh, am I going to get another cat? I don't know. And then my mum was like, oh, Paula's got a little black kitten, needs a home. Just go and see it. You'll be fine. You'll pass all the checks. Passed all the checks and everything. And yeah, just like, oh, so what do you think of him? I'll take him. That's just what happens.
Yeah. When I adopted Zealot, he was such a weirdo. Like we were in the back room, and he came right up to me, and he was like kind of going crazy, for affection stuff, which I understand because they're locked up or whatever. But he was such a weirdo because there was a guy. So you're in this little glass box, and you see the hallway right outside. And right outside this window was the bathrooms, and a cleaning guy was out there, and he had his little trolley, and his hand comes out to grab something from the cart, and he stops purring at me. He kind of jumps over to the window and starts growling at the hand, and then he comes back and purrs at me, and then every time he sees the hand, he growls like a dog, kind of being all protective. I was like, "You're such a little weirdo." So I took him home, and he instantly fell in love with my dog, and they would run to the door growling together when somebody knocked on the door. And he would kind of make little sounds like, I'm like, are you trying to bark? Like, what are you doing? And then the very first night, so I had never adopted an animal before from the Humane Society, and I had to sign a paper where it said, if the cat tries to kill you, that you're signing this saying you're not going to bring it back. So I was laughing. I was like, huh, okay. I was like, that's a weird thing. But so I signed it. So that night, the very first night, he's literally sleeping next to my head, which I was used to from my childhood cat. But he had his paws going, he was kneading the dough on my cheek and just purring. I was like, what the crap is going on? Because I was like, she didn't do that. But yeah, he always had to smother me, and then he would completely smother me in the mornings when he wanted breakfast. And then he would shove his, and if that didn't work because I moved my mouth to the side so I could breathe, he would do it again and then cry in my ear until I got up to feed him. And then he left me alone because he was eating, and I'd go back to sleep. But
Yeah.
or I'd come home from work and him and the dog are playing chase, and so or like tag. So I would like crash in my bed, and the cat would jump on my back and jump over, and then the dog would jump on my back, and then the cat, and then the dog. Like they would chase each other back and forth playing tag. Like they were hilarious together.
Oh, yeah. There was
He was a
one
little
kitten
weirdo.
that we got a litter. Yeah, I wish we could have kept. There was because I had all the dogs. You know how they jump on the bed and just lay down sleeping.
Yeah.
Well, this little white kitten, it was a male, and he would do the same thing. He would go like right in the middle of all the dogs and just lay down. I got a picture of it, and yeah, he was just a little kitten. Too bad we couldn't keep him.
When he comes back, Palp, I will try to remember to ask him what Chip is working on for you.
Billy, come here. Come here.
I
assume
didn't
it's
think
his
Chip was working on
car.
anything.
Well, he had a car he's working on. The
Oh,
speed racer car.
oh,
I
okay,
thought.
cool.
I don't know if he's
Speed
finished
racer.
it or not, but yeah, he was doing speed racer for a bit.
Yeah,
Oh,
cool.
you coming over? Are you going to show your bow tie off? Go on, show your bow tie off, you weirdo. Now he's being loving. Look.
Oh, look at the handsome baby!
Oh,
Oh,
he looks
you're
so
so
cute.
adorable.
Looks so cute. Go to pet.
Hi, baby. Meow.
Now he's gone. He's had his attention. Oh no, he's deciding to just. What are you doing?
Hi, baby. Oh,
Carla.
so cute.
Second Carla walks through that door, he'll run over to her and he'll be like, "You don't exist anymore, mate. Go away."
I told you, you're the spare human. Listen,
Yeah.
if you and Carla die, he will eat your face off first. Just saying. You both die, he will choose you to eat first, then Carla. So.
What a lovely thought for a sunny Saturday afternoon.
And I will tell you,
Right.
if you die, they will start to eat you within an hour. Just letting you know. That's what
I know. I
that's what
know.
pets do.
You know, you got to be fresh. Yeah, you got to have fresh. You know.
Yeah.
Kat was saying
Yeah.
about me
Don't let
dying
it go
before. I'm
stale.
like, oh, thanks.
I feel kind of
Well,
sad.
I'm just letting you know, your family will not be able to do an open. You might as well just cremate because they can't fix that with makeup. So
So I think Kat, are you insulting me?
no. If a cat eats your face, how can they fix that with makeup? They can't. You have a hole in your face. They can't fix that.
Oh, right.
Oh, look. Okay, I'm not that
Hey,
bad. Look what Mr.
Did you ever
B
see the
said.
movie Death Becomes Her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, see, they can patch up holes and whatever. You know.
Okay, look. Mr. B says they start with your tongue, then your eyes. See, there you go. It's like the mummy, but in reverse.
Well, it's okay. The mouth is sewn shut, and so's the eyes.
And suddenly it went dark.
Just saying. If I see a crime show from the UK, I'll be like, I know what happened. It was the cat.
See what? I said this to
I
Kat.
will back Carla up. It was the cat.
I said
Why'd
this
you
to
gotta
Kat
trust
and
me?
Carla. Right? See, if I'm talking to Kat, what will generally happen, right, is Carla and Kat will start having a conversation. That's absolutely cool. But then they'll start to gang up on me. And I said to him the
poor
other night,
baby. Oh.
and I
Yeah,
said
that
to
always
him the other night,
happens.
I said, "You women, you're all nuts, mate, because all you do is listen to true crime and murder stuff."
It's
I'm like,
relaxing.
I know.
Listen, and I'm
I
sorry,
know. It's
but
the women in all the murder shows.
it's relaxing.
I'm like,
Okay,
get on a
it's
movie.
nice. Listen,
You know, change something.
I got a free trial for BritBox. So I get to watch all my old, UK shows and stuff, and it had a true crime section. I have been watching it like so stinking much. I'm like, oh, this is what they did. Oh, this is what. And was I right? 1,000%. Because people are stupid and don't know how to commit crimes properly. Like, it's not that hard. Just it's a lot.
Oh,
yeah,
people are stupid.
This is
They-
my
they
point.
know
You're
how to
sat
do
here
it.
now saying it's not hard to commit a crime because you listen
It's
to so
not.
much crime.
Yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
saying
Yeah,
it's relaxing. I don't know why. It's just listen, maybe because I've been through a lot of trauma, so I find it relaxing. I don't know. Now, if I watch too many serial killer stuff or I read too many books, then I start having nightmares about being attacked by them. But I always come out on top. Let's just say that. Okay. Also, Chip. Palp asked, I don't know if you were gone. He wanted to know what you're working on.
What am I working on?
Yeah.
Was that Chip or Lando? I couldn't tell.
No, Palp asked what Chip is working
I know, right?
No, I meant his voice.
on.
Oh God.
I'm just working on personal growth.
Yeah. See, I told you Chip wasn't working on anything at the moment.
He is.
Well, at the moment.
I was, and then I jumped
Yes, see?
on the stream. So, no,
Yeah.
I'm still working on the I don't know if you could see it, but
Speed Racer.
yeah, the Speed Racer. So I'm
Told
still
ya.
working on that.
Nice.
I told
Just
him
did
what
that.
you were working on. I
Just
remembered.
put I
But
put
not at the moment.
the stands in there. So the little did that this morning.
Cool.
These things.
Nice.
That, and then I did this morning as well, which is the
That's so it can jump over things.
tires. So
Rear axle.
because all of this, the axle and everything was all
Mr. B.
white. So I had to
Yeah.
prime it and then paint it, and
Yeah.
so yeah, it's kind of a pain in the butt, but that's it. That's all I've worked on so far today.
All I'm
Mr.
saying,
B's not
Mr. B,
wrong,
is
by the
don't
way.
upset me. That's all I'm saying. Don't upset me.
All right, Mr. B,
Right back.
you give her a nudge and we'll find out.
No, he wouldn't do that. He's too good. He's too nice. He's too sweet.
So,
When if
What
you
was-
people
well-
could, yeah.
Oh,
Well, last week when Michael was saying he had to wake Cat up to start the stream, it's like I said, is that like waking up Godzilla or what?
I used to have a
you can
bad
go in
habit of
timeout.
waking Cat up
You can
because
go in timeout. Timeout. Wait,
I used to forget that there was a big time gap, so I used to phone Cat and it'd be like ridiculous in the morning for her. She'd be like, I'm in bed, dude. I'm like, oh, it's lunchtime here.
Call me at like 5 or 4 in the morning.
Yeah. Well, I've adjusted it now because I know you're
better
like
now.
6 or 7 hours behind me, so
7.
7.
Yeah, she knows. 7.
It's hard, isn't it? Because you wake up and you just assume, like my brain
Everybody's
just
on
thinks,
your zone.
yeah, if I'm awake, other people must be awake. That's all I
Yeah.
think.
Well, streaming with everybody, you get used to it and you kind of figure it out.
I used to phone you on my lunch break, and you were like, "Dude, it's really early in the morning." I was like, "Ah, yeah, you did tell me that, didn't you? Sorry, I forgot
Yeah.
again."
Every day, huh?
What do you want? You know, this is a good.
Oops, I forgot every day. Yeah, right? It's a good time to call Cat. Let's call her now.
Ozzy, show your.
Sometimes I'll wake up, sometimes I won't.
Yeah. Well, no. Thing is, I've got a really bad short term. I got good long term memory, bad short term memory. Don't bite my elbow. That's rude.
Pay attention.
I don't have a bow tie. What the hell?
Yeah, he's twisted it. Show him your bow tie. Look, I'm not strangling you. Just let me show him your bow tie, you muppet. Ah, look down. Where's your bow tie, Oz?
He's adorable. Carla did good. Oh, wait, oh, it's a different one. Hold on.
He's like nearly 19.
Where'd he go? He still
Ozzy,
plays. Oh, he looks handsome too with his bow tie.
He's old. He's proper old. Problem is, he sleeps on the back of the sofa here, right? And a few times recently, in his sleep, he's just rolled off and like just hit the floor like a lump. Like, because I think he's too old to like. He used to climb on everything, up curtains, top of the fridge freezer, everything. This cat liked to be high. Believe it or not, his mum is one of those. His mum's the same type of cat as Austin Powers, Dr. Evil's cat.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
his mum escaped and met the local tomcat, and he's one of the results. So he's got a lot of their like behavioural traits, but he's got fur, and he used to like being high all the time. Not like high as in like go to Amsterdam high as in like.
Yeah, we know it's a cat. They all like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. You should see him with catnip, mate. It's
not like Nick.
It's like the Cheshire cat.
I'll tell you what, that cat there, if you give him catnip, he's off his face in seconds. Billy couldn't care less about catnip, but him, oh my God, he's like, you're nuts, aren't you, Oz? But yeah, no, I think he's too old to like jump off things now, because he just sort of like splats when he does it. So, but he is old. So.
Poor little guy.
Yeah, bless him. He's making me feel old though, because I've had him nearly half of my life. How weird is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you look at it like that, I've had him almost half of the time I've been alive. That's mental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Idiot still cocks his backside wrong and misses the litter tray as well. Idiot. You can't tell them off.
Oh
for
well,
it
Nick will
because
pick it up.
they're trying. You know, they're trying, but they just no aim.
You should see. This cat here, Socks. He arches his back, and then he runs sideways.
I love it when they do that. I had one that used to do that.
Yeah. Oh, it's funny.
No, we always had cats growing up. I think the most cats my mum ever had was 7 or 8. Always had
Holy
cats.
crap.
And we moved into our first place, and we just got married. And Carla wanted a pet bird. I was like, we're not having a bird. Like, one, they terrify me, and 2, no, I don't like birds. Just no. And she's like, well, I really want one. So you can't really stop her, can you? So I was like, why don't we get a cat? They're more fun. And then we went and we got Rose. And then about 3 months later, I was like, do you think Rose needs a brother or sister just to like keep him company? And we ended up with Ozzy.
Yeah. Always got to get the other one to keep him company.
Yeah.
Let's get another
Ozzy
one.
and Billy don't get on at all. If we go out, we have to keep them separate because, well, it's not that Ozzy fights. It's just that Billy is so young and wants to fight all the time, and Ozzy's just like a punch bag. So we have to separate them. They're fine now, but if you leave them alone, all you hear is hissing and fighting. So what can you do? But it doesn't help because we brought Billy home, and I was like, "Oh, he's little. How's Oz going to be with a kitten?" And Ozzy went up to him, really sweet, like sniffed him and went to lick him. And I was like, "Oh, this is amazing." And Billy, tiny little kitten, just smacked him in the face. And then, of course, he started hissing, and that was it. They've never got on.
I guess it's always hit or miss.
Zealot, whenever we would catch,
No, todavía no.
whenever we would catch, kittens and bring them in and stuff like that, Zealot would always look at me when I would put him down for him, and he just goes, but then he would take care of him. Like, he was the best old man. He would, totally take care of them, bathe them. They'd sleep and cuddle. Like, he was amazing with them.
I'd love to see that with these two, but
I
we've
have a bunch of pictures from it.
But, I mean, Rose used to always be the dominant one over Ozzy, but they used to like lie together and sleep together and all that stuff. See, when we had Rose and Ozzy, they shared a litter tray. They were happy to eat in the same area, but now
Yeah.
these two won't. They
There's
will not eat in the same area. They won't use the same litter tray. So
yeah.
all separate.
One of my favorite pictures was okay, so you know in Lion King, when Mufasa takes Simba to the top of Pride Rock and he's like, showing him like this is our land, as far as the right to one of my favorite pictures is Zealot is in front of the door and the sun's coming up and Kitty Softpaws is right next to him and it looks like he's doing the same thing. It's adorable.
I love it when
Oh,
they do that.
I got Bandit back. She got out like 2 weeks ago and we finally got her back.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
We had a cat.
Gone for 2 weeks. Damn.
We had a cat go missing for almost 3 months, and we just assumed that was that. And then
Yeah.
just one day, she just came totting up mum and dad's driveway like nothing. Someone had obviously been feeding her as well.
Yeah, that's like Kitty Softpaws. She like started every time she came home, she smelled like cigarette smoke. And so I know she was going to someone's house or going underneath her or whatever, but she just stopped coming home and I think someone took her.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen her in almost 4 months.
What are you doing, Oz? Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how they just disappear for a bit, isn't it? Well, no, cats just aren't loyal. That's all there is to it. They're not loyal. You think they're loyal, but they're not loyal. Cats go, they pick a human and they go to whoever feeds them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind, but I feed Billy. He just cries to me for food, not Carla. And he is literally trying to open my back door now. He stood on my kitchen side trying to back the handle down.
Mhm.
You won't get out of it, mate. And now I've got
Mufasa and Leia, they've been like throwing themselves at the window in the kitchen at one of them because they're trying to get the squirrel that's outside the window. So they keep like face planting into the window.
as any cat owner knows, like, if you go in a comment section on Instagram, people are like, oh, that's disgusting. There's a cat on the side. Yeah, well, if you own cats, you wipe your sides down about 500 times a day. I do, but good luck keeping them off.
Yeah.
Like, you ain't keeping them down from anything they don't want to be, anything they want to go on. The other one that makes me laugh on Instagram stories is when people go, oh my God, they must have starved this cat to get it to do that. It's like, well, you've never owned a cat then, have you? Because
Yeah, our cats would freak out if we had like one of those timer feeders. We just put food down and they just come and then they will let you know if it's like each of our cats. So say here's the cat food, right? If they see any metal from the bowl, my cat will look at me and then she'll smack the bowl. And then she just kind of looks at me like, refill it. I was like, there's food in there. No, she sees that bottom. She won't eat it. Have to fill it up to where it's covered so she can't see the bottom.
Ozzy,
Wow.
not so much Billy, but Ozzy acts like if I filmed him prior to feeding him, I get all the same comments from all the weirdos on Instagram. I'd be like, you're not feeding your cat. It's like, he does nothing but eat that cat.
Yeah.
And you get out one of their sachets of food and he squeals and screams like he's been starved for weeks.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you ate an hour ago.
Yeah.
I mean, the other day, Carla left some bacon on a plate, and we could just hear a little like. We went out, and then, although he doesn't like to climb, he managed to climb up on the kitchen worktop and steal the remnants of the bacon.
Listen, everybody loves bacon. Okay. Everybody works a
Yeah.
little harder for bacon. That's just
Heck yeah.
my old man cat. Anytime my mom would make breakfast, he's sitting there crying at her because he wants some bacon. So she'd cut him off a little piece. So he was spoiled, but when you're that old, you get whatever you want.
Yeah, well, that's
I don't
sort
get
of
whatever I want.
You're not a cat, bro.
Billy's an odd one because He doesn't really steal food or beg for food, other than a few things. There's a few things like if you've got ham in your hand, he will charge you, and ice cream.
Oh, he likes ice cream.
Oh yeah, he likes ice cream and cake. All the obviously, you know, you can't really feed him that, but Ozzy begs for whatever you've got. I came in the room with a carrot the other night. I peeled a carrot. I was like, I'm almost out of calories. I want to eat something, and he was begging me for carrot. You know, just feed me anything.
Hey, Nick, I got to do a survey. So for adults, you guys don't do cake and ice cream for the birthdays, right?
For adults?
For adults.
I absolutely have cake and ice cream on my birthday.
Oh, there you go. Because I got someone complaining, oh, I don't want no soggy bottom cake. I'm like, well, put the ice cream in a bowl and the cake on a plate. You know, separate them if it's that bad.
Because you smash the cake into the ice cream and you get that nice, super wet, sweet, cakey ice cream stodge that's going to stop your heart, but you don't care because it's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I say. I keep being told the Brits.
Do you have Arctic roll in America? Do you know what that
kind
is?
of roll?
Arctic roll. So what Arctic roll is it is sponge cake. It's a ring of sponge cake around a cylinder of vanilla.
Yeah.
Ice cream. Yeah.
We just call those ice cream cakes.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter the shape. We just call it ice cream cakes.
We do ice cream cakes.
Right back.
Our birthday cakes are very different to yours, though, because me and Carla, I think for our 30th birthday, my sister managed to get us. There's a shop near her that gets in like what we call American style birthday cakes. Yeah, like what you're all used to. And they're amazing. Your cakes are amazing, but they're so different to our standard. Like you like our cakes, but ours are more dense and more sponge generally, whereas yours just seem
cake is a
more...
cake, you know. It's all good.
Oh yeah, man. Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at me, you will understand that I'm a person who's not afraid of eating cake.
You know, Americans are not afraid of cake.
Yeah, we have.
No, I just keep being told Brits don't do that because that's a kid's thing. Cake and ice cream.
No, I had jelly and ice cream for my birthday
they don't want
years ago.
the soggy bottom cakes because the ice cream melts so fast.
No. We do that like jelly and ice cream as well, or Jello, not the like weird jam.
Jello.
Yeah. Because we got certain words that we use slightly differently. I don't like the jelly. I had a thing of it. The jelly you put in with your peanut butter and jelly. I prefer like our jam instead.
Okay,
more
that's because I don't like grape jelly. I like strawberry jam. It's a different consistency.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of grape jelly, but it's cheaper. But I prefer the strawberries jam.
No, I love all flavors. The apricot and whatever,
really good?
all the other different flavors.
Not with peanut butter, but you get a bagel with butter or bread with, toast with butter, but you put apple butter on it. Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's so apple butter,
But apple butter is delicious.
Yeah.
So Mike came to me the other day and said, I have just come up with the best thing to put on toast. I said, what's that? He said, I bought this butter and it's got garlic in it and I put it on my toast. I was like, that's garlic bread.
Yeah.
You've not created anything.
Yeah. It is, but it's good. Garlic butter.
He was like, "Yeah, it's really good." I was like,
"That's garlic."
It's not the same.
I call that ghetto garlic bread because it's not real garlic bread. It's just toast with garlic on it.
Yeah,
but that's how
even if you get garlic bread, I still like to put that garlic butter on it and put it in the oven.
See, and I don't have garlic butter. I just do toast and then put some butter on it and then do some garlic powder on it or garlic salt. And there you go.
Yeah, that's really ghetto.
I know. I ain't gonna turn the oven on just for that. That's ridiculous.
But saying you saying about your like, strawberry jam, Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, in England, everyone and their gran makes jam over here. Like making jams, like just a common thing. We're never short of it.
Yeah.
There's always, especially living out in the countryside where I live, everyone's always giving
Yeah.
you jam.
There was this lady that
Jam
was like
eggs,
my
no
grandma.
salt.
I don't remember what part of England they were from, her and her husband, but she was constantly making jam. And every time I'd come over, she was like, "You want some jam?" "Yes, please." Like she always had some ready for me.
Yeah, here in
Yeah.
Utah, we believe in storage, you know, like for prepare. So they got these, you know, shelves just full of everything they preserve and make. So yeah, they make them, preserve them, put them in jars, save them.
Are you still in America? Are you still like remortgaging your houses to buy eggs at the moment?
Yeah,
Yeah,
or you just see, I don't care about buying eggs, but my parents go through a ton of eggs, so they still buy eggs.
Oh, my
Yeah.
next door neighbor. she's got
Luckily we
chickens
have a
and ducks,
connection.
and we get so many eggs. I'm
Well,
not
here's the thing. We
complaining.
have a friend that
Nice.
does them. She's got a ton of chickens, but you know what? She doesn't offer discounts. She'll charge you exactly what they charge in the store, and I'm like, why?
Really?
You would
Wow.
make more. Yeah, she will charge you for eggs. So I'm just like, yeah, that ain't worth it.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
exactly.
My
That's
neighbor.
why we're getting farm eggs right now. But
Yeah.
yeah, low like original prices.
Nice.
That's
I get a
good.
coupon every Friday, or it was the past 2 weeks it hasn't been on there, but I've gotten a $2 off a coupon any egg. So then it goes down to, almost normal prices again.
Yeah,
See,
nice.
where we live is all rural. Yeah, so my neighbors know help yourself to the pear tree because there's more pears than we can ever have. If you want some rhubarb, we've got a ridiculous amount of rhubarb. You come home, people have put boxes of eggs on your doorstep.
Yeah.
If you need a sprig of mint or something, like just nip. We've got an allotment right behind us. Like none of my neighbours give a monkeys if you want to grab a sprig of mint or anything. Because everyone's just like, as long as you're not taking the mick, it don't really matter. Everyone's got shares it a bit.
Right.
As long as you're not
That's nice.
clearing someone out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's what they call community, isn't it?
Yep.
That's the thing.
Yeah. Yep.
So we're quite lucky in that sense. Mind you, I watched a documentary a few years back. I think it was called Food Inc. And it was about the American food production system and some of the stuff I saw in it. I was like, this is crazy. Like finding farmers if they reuse seeds from the year before. What's
Yeah.
that about?
Yeah. Yeah, we here we have a lot of farmers market on Saturday mornings. So it's like usually at one of the parks they'll hold it, and so everybody goes out there, so you're buying directly from the farmers.
That's good.
Mr. B just put he just put alcohol or something in the comments. I was thinking, yeah, I don't know if he's referring to what we're on about, but a couple of my neighbours, Carla's auntie used to make homebrew wines and stuff. If someone offers you a bottle of homemade wine, like, don't drink the whole thing. Don't drink a quarter of the thing because you're going to be absolutely wrecked.
My ex's aunts, they make moonshine and all the different flavors of moonshine too. It's really good stuff.
I'd like to try moonshine. My Carla's cousin had a shop bought thing of moonshine for his birthday this year, which was it looked like it was in a jar and it's obviously commercially made. And I tried a sip of that and I was like, this just tastes awful.
Yeah, it depends on the brand. There's some really good ones and some really bad ones. Now, if a person just comes up to you, hey, I made my own moonshine. If you pour out some, into a shot glass, slide it on fire. If it burns blue, you're good. If it burns any other color, you can go blind because it's got other stuff in it. And if it doesn't burn at all, don't do that either. But if it burns blue, you're safe to drink it. But they have moonshine Soaked pickles that I've been dying to try. Oh my gosh, they look delicious.
Oh God, I had
All right, I'm gonna be
Wow.
right back. You guys are making me hungry. I'm gonna go grab a cereal in a cup.
no problem. I had a neighbor. They made a bottle of chili vodka, and basically they just went Lidl, bought a cheap bottle of vodka, and just dumped a load of chilies in it and left it for ages.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that thing, I mean, it wasn't the alcohol content that killed you. It's just like it was instant.
That's
It
fine.
burned, but it was like instant heartburn afterwards as well. You're like, oh God, this doesn't feel good.
Yeah. No, those different flavors of moonshine that they make, they're all delicious, man. I can't get enough of that.
Yeah, no. If I get over, well, it'd be years before I get over to the States again. It's so bloody expensive. But
Yeah. Well, you don't want to come right now, though.
it's
It doesn't matter if you've got all your documents and all that stuff. You don't want to come right now.
I would at the moment the thing that stops us traveling mainly is well, the main one is price, and the other one is like traveling
Right.
with our son because we just don't know how he'll handle a plane. So before we take him on a long haul flight, we really need to take him somewhere like Spain or something first, which is like a couple of
Yeah.
hours, see how he gets on with it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, definitely
But
go to
then-
Spain.
Well, I love Spain. That's the thing. It's so expensive to go to America. I mean, Spain isn't as cheap as it once was, but you know, I can drive to like my local town. Well, a town
Mhm.
just down from Bournemouth. It's like 40-minute drive to the airport, fly to Spain, a couple of hour flight sort of thing. It's just so hassle free. But once you start
Yeah.
wanting to go to, when we went to America, they just finished Terminal 5 in the UK, and they were just they had a trial of those body scanners. I don't know if you had those in the States. But
Oh,
like
okay. Yeah.
you didn't have to go through them. I mean, I didn't care. I actually said I'll go for it, and they were too busy putting people through it, so I went through the normal check. I said I don't care.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was chaos, and like you walked in, and it's like the second you got in the airport, it's like right, well, it's 2 hours to our flight because we have to be here so long before. I was a smoker at the time. There was no smoking areas, and it's like, and then I've got a 12-hour flight. I just found the whole thing hellish. Whereas you like go to my little local airport, there's like a outside area where you can smoke up to like 5 minutes before you get on the plane. And
Yeah.
I know it's not all about smoking, but when you're doing something which you don't enjoy already, i.e. flying, and you're on edge because you got a nicotine beast on your back, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bit much.
Just throw on a couple patches and chew a couple of those nicotine gums.
I've tried them, it's never the same. It's like I vape now, but it's not the
Yeah.
same as smoke. I still like a cigar every now and then, which isn't
Right.
like smoking cigarettes, but I still love a cigar.
Yeah.
But
I'm all about the cigars.
I love.
Yep.
I've just finished my last one. It's I'm not even going to try and pronounce the name of where it comes from, but it was really nice.
Yeah.
Must order some more.
I have a whole like humidor cooler thing that my wife bought, like a fridge that I use for my humidor. It's crazy.
So I told my neighbor I like cigars the other day.
Yeah.
And next thing he came round and said, "Do you want this?" And I was like, "What is it?" He's like, "It's a humidor." And it's like a really big one. I was like, "Yeah, sure, thanks. If you don't want it." And he said, "There's one like little broken hinge on it." So I thought, I'll go online and get a replacement. Yeah, you can find the replacement. That's fine. This thing he gave me is like 260 quid to buy. I was like, "Geez, man."
Yeah, they're expensive. These things are expensive. Yeah.
Like I
I
own
don't
a
know.
couple
We
of
got
cigars.
those mini fridge, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I spoke to Scuba Pete. I was like, "How do I set this thing up?" And he like explained it all to me of like the purified water and everything, and
Yeah.
like wicked.
I use
I guess Chips has it right there handy.
I use these packs.
Oh yeah, I've been looking at those. I've
Yeah.
literally been looking at those online. Yeah.
Dude, get these. Get these. They're
Yeah?
they're wonderful. Yeah. And this I put this in my humidor probably about 2 months ago, and it's still pliable and good. It's getting a little firm, but it's still doing good. So this one sets it at 72, and yeah.
I guess I'm learning about cigars. Like it's a big thing to learn, but anytime I've ever bought cigars, they've never lasted that long. So I know people are like, yeah, you have them for special occasions. I buy 3 or 4 cigars and they're gone in like a few weeks.
Yeah.
Do you guys do the Schwarzenegger thing with cigars? Isn't it like put some wine at the tip of it or something like that?
Oh no. Yeah.
My dad used to dip the end of his in brandy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know Schwarzenegger was talking about that. Like
My
to
dad
do it
never,
properly.
thing is, my dad never had like what you call it. I don't buy ridiculous expensive cigars, but I sort of see. I had a good conversation with Scuba Pete, and he was talking me through loads of different brands I could get and everything. And
Hmm.
you're talking anywhere between £15 and £25 for a cigar. And like I'd said
Wow.
that to my dad. He's like, "How much?" I was like, "Yeah, but it's not like you're smoking 20 of them a day and having them every day, is it? You know what I mean?"
True.
Yeah.
And then I'd say that the last ones I bought, I think they were about 16 quid each, and they were lovely. There was nothing wrong with them at all. They were good cigars.
Mm.
And then I lost my cigar cutter because we went up to the NEC with everyone for the big meetup thing we were doing. Lost my cigar cutter. Connor Fuller said to me the next day he found it, and I was absolutely relieved because I was like, not that I'd lost a cigar cutter, that no one found a cigar cutter like a young person or anything.
Yeah.
And then
Hmm.
Connor said, "Oh, we had to stash it before we went in the NEC because you have to walk through metal detectors." And he was like, "I forgot to grab it." I was like, "Don't worry about it. I'm just glad a kid didn't get it." That's the thing. Because he went out for like a cigarette the next day and was like, "Oh, there it is." And apparently it was just on the floor by where we were sat. And we were all looking for it that night, but none of us could find it. And Connor was like, "What?" And there it
Wow.
was. There.
Wow, that's lucky.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if that kid would have. It was so stiff. I don't know that kid would have been able to get it open. To be honest, but
Mm.
the one I had the other day, because I lost my cigar cutter, I just got a Stanley knife and took the end off. Like, I was like, "Well, I've got no other choice. Can't use scissors."
Now I want a cigar. God damn it! Damn you, Nick.
It's
It's too early in the morning. It's only 9:30.
Oh, maybe. It's 3:30 here, so like I think now would be like an acceptable time if you were going to have one.
Yeah, see?
Yeah,
There
I'm
you
doing
go.
some yard work in the back, so I'll probably light one up and figure out which one to smoke. But yeah, been a
Yeah,
while.
I had one the other day. I was literally sat just outside my window there,
Yeah.
and I had one, and I've got some Monkey Shoulder whiskey at the moment, and I just had that with some ice in it, and I sat there and thoroughly enjoyed it. You know, and you just
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that was 40 minutes well spent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Because one of my friends, like, I don't ever give him expensive cigars now because he doesn't. Look, I'm not a snob and I don't know enough to be a cigar snob. But he tries to
Yeah.
literally smoke them like cigarettes, and he has no appreciation for them if they're like a £2 cigar from like a supermarket or like a. So you,
Yeah.
I literally buy a pack of Hamlets. I've got some Hamlets, but they're not for me. Right.
Mhm.
Therefore, if I have a friend come round and I want a cigar, and if they're like properly into it, I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But if not, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, dude, have one of these. You're like this, and I go there. I don't know if that makes me tight.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Like we'll go out, we'll pack cigars to go to like friends' houses to, or they're having a barbecue. All right, let's go ahead and we'll take over there and I'll, get my little package and I'll throw in some cigar, but I'll bring extras just in case anyone else wants a cigar. but I always bring like maybe 1 or 2 good ones for me, and then the rest are like lower end Macanudo type of, that really just don't have, they don't cost a lot. I'm not, not gas station type of cigars, but at least, they're still a cigar, but for all intents and purposes, they're much cheaper in price. So
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, a pack of 5 Hamlets is £7. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Those long, thin cigarello type ones, like,
Yeah,
no, you have one of those.
yeah. Like one of these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would try it, but I don't get addicted.
Yeah.
They're definitely. I don't know enough to speak on it with any sort of like great knowledge, but I do like the different sort of flavors to them all. I do like to sit and take my time with them, and that's the thing I've seen. Like my friend, the one you'll give like the Hamlet to, he's just like literally like, so calm down, dude. Don't inhale.
Yeah.
Just
Relax. Enjoy
relax,
it.
enjoy. Don't inhale.
Yeah.
Just chill, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't need to puff past this one.
It's like knocking back 2 or 3 whiskeys in the time he's got it. That's fine. Have as much whiskey as you want, but just enjoy your tumbler of whiskey. Just sip it, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like I think he's still got like old school, like going out and drinking mentality of just like smoking cigarettes and downing as much alcohol as he can.
Yeah.
Yeah. The alcohol try. I don't know. I've never been an addict.
I'll show you this. This is a really nice whiskey, and I don't like a lot of whiskies. It has to be said. There's probably 4 or 5 I like, but this one here, this is absolutely lovely. This is really nice stuff.
Oh yeah. Monkey shoulder. Yeah.
Just
Never heard of it.
someone at work introduced me to it when we went on a night out, and I had one, and I was like, oh my god, that is it. It has that familiar sort of burn as you drink it, but some whiskeys give you that shudder, and you're like, oh, that doesn't do that. That just that glump.
Yeah.
I like it.
Once I had a really nice smooth Bacardi, and I can't remember which Bacardi it was.
Oh, I do like a Bacardi. I haven't had Bacardi for years.
Hey Nick, I don't know.
Are you Bacardi?
I was gonna ask, are you an actual whiskey drinker? Like, do you drink a fair amount of? The reason I was asking was because I've been seeing online, and we bought some for a gift for one of the guys that was retiring at work. This thing called Whiskey Grail. It's a cup. So it's a cup. If you look up online, Whiskey Grail, it's an actual cup that they use the casting from the whiskey barrels to make these cups, these wooden cups, and it's supposed to mellow out the actual taste of it. So a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I'll drink like Blanton's or something like that, and it's it's okay, whatever. Then they'll drink it with that, and they're like, holy crap, this is awesome. So it's like it has a totally different taste to it. So
I'm not that fancy.
Yeah,
I've always been a lager drinker, like Italian lagers and stuff. Spanish Italian lagers, love them. But in the last couple of years, I've started to get a bit more adventurous whiskey, because to me, I know you'll all go, what? No. When I was younger, if you said to me whiskey, I'd have said, what, Jack Daniels? Do you know what I mean? Like,
one of these?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about?
Exactly. That's it. Exactly. Yeah. Whiskey Grail.
Okay.
I'm not that fancy. You can pour mine in a red Solo cup, a shot glass, wine glass, whatever. I don't care. It's a cup.
I'm getting more my tastes are changing. I think the reason I'm enjoying whiskey now is because my taste buds are dying off a bit because I'm getting older.
Yeah.
So I'm enjoying it more.
Not as harsh as it used to be.
Yeah. When I was younger, I was like, oh, no. Whereas now it's like, it's all right. And so it's sort of that thing. But one thing I am very, very picky on, I won't drink alcohol out of plastic cups. Like, so if we go somewhere and they're serving beer in plastic, I'm like, not interested. There's a cinema we go to, and I don't know if you guys sell alcohol in your cinemas, but a lot of ours do.
No,
Yeah.
Do now. Some of ours do now, yeah, but
the Mormons won't allow it.
oh,
Ours
So
do.
like, I went up and ordered this bottle of it's by a company called Piddle. It's like a Piddle Ale, but I haven't had that for a while. I quite like that. And I turned around, and next thing it was in like a plastic cup, and I was like, "What? I didn't want it in a thing." Well, you're not allowed to take the bottles in. I was like, I wish you would have said that before, because I just would have went, "That's all right, I won't have one then," because I'm not a person who has to drink, so I would have just said no. And like, I don't know, I just find whenever I've got plastic cups, I'm just like a child. I just find myself like chewing the lip of them and like, I don't know. Don't like them. And like, you know, a lot of the bars and places over here now, you still get glass, but some places, if you go to like busy places in town, you've probably got them in America, you probably had them for us, but they've got like special glasses now. They feel like glass, but if someone was to hit you, or they like shatter into a million pieces.
really? Haven't you seen that?
Yeah, because there's
Other than like movies, you know, or sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say they probably from the movies.
people were like using glasses as weapons, and that's just no good. It's always a few idiots that spoil it for the masses, isn't it? That's the problem.
yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah.
So
No, I've never been fancy. I'm not picky, so if we can hold it, I can drink it.
Yeah.
there was one funny time when we come over to America all those years ago. We stayed at the downtown Sheraton in LA, just by the Staples Center, because they had the X Games on at the time, and all the X Games people stayed at the hotel, so we got to speak to all of them. They were all right.
Uh-huh.
And one night, so I went up in the lift or the elevator, and I caught my fingernail on one of the buttons in there because I'd like broken plastic on it. So I went back down and I just said to reception, just so you're aware, you got a broken button in there, just in case like a woman or something like's got one of their acrylic nails or something. And they just suddenly started apologizing and offering me medics, and I was like, I'm honestly fine. I'm just letting you know. I'm not going to sue you.
Yeah.
Letting you know. And they like wanted to compass meals for the week, and I was like, no, because I don't feel right taking that. So they insisted that I could have some free drinks. Okay, fair enough if you insist, because I think they honestly thought I was going to try and sue them or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went down to the bar, and there was like this guy there, American guy, because we're in America, and he was like, I guess he was a traveling salesman. And he was, within seconds, he's introducing himself. The iPad hadn't long come out. He's showing me his iPad. He's really proud of this iPad. And he's like, do you want a drink? And I was like, I'm good, because I've got, and he's insisting on buying me a drink, and he pulls out his Amex card. He's like, it's all on the company, man. It's all on the company, buddy. And the bartender behind the bar just looks at him and goes, don't drink with an Englishman.
Yeah.
Honestly, I sat down there with him. I think I had like 4 pints and like a few like whatever spirit chasers. And I'm not saying any of this to be braggy or braggadocious, but this guy was absolutely mullered. He was so drunk. And I was like, I'm obviously drunk, but I'm like, I'm all right. Because the beer over there just wasn't as strong as our beer. I honestly, why I believe it really didn't affect me.
Yeah. I know.
And the bartender was like, told him. It's like, I was like, man, how is he so drunk? You know, when you're in like disbelief, like he said, like maybe 4 pints and a few whiskeys or whatever he's drinking. Like, yeah, he could be drunk, but he shouldn't be drooling head down on the bar. What's going on?
Oh my lord.
Yeah, no, in Utah, the Mormons control the beer, so they water them down for Utah, and it's 3.2. And so when I came from Illinois, I come out here, I'm drinking with my friends. I'm like drinking, twice as much as they are, and they're just in amaze. And I'm like, this is like water, dude. It's like I'll down a 6-pack or a 12-pack, like just to start. You
Yeah.
know.
When we were in
Yeah, of
Vegas,
course, you
All
weren't
that Nair
teenagers.
beer.
Yeah,
When we
yeah. I was like, it's just like water.
yeah, man, we travelled up to Vegas from LA. We drove. We did the drive from LA to Vegas,
Mm.
and one night we found an Irish-themed bar. Now I've been to Ireland more times than I can remember. Right, this bar couldn't have been any
Yeah.
different to any pub you've ever seen in Ireland. It was nothing like an Irish bar. But anyway, we went in
Right.
there, and they had Newcastle Brown Ale, which is from Newcastle. Why is that in an
Mhm.
Irish bar anyway? And we always sell ours in like 500 ml bottles, but this was like a free 30 ml bottle, and ours I think is 5%, and this was like 3.8% or something. It was well cut down the alcohol level, and I remember drinking. First of all, it's like it was quite novelty to have this little bottle. I was like, I almost want to take this home. It's so novelty,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I drank. I was like, they've ruined the whole drink. It doesn't taste like Newcastle Brown Ale at all.
Ah.
It does, but it's so like beer Moret that I drink, that's like 5%. But if I recall, when that first came out, it was 6%, and then they lowered it because it makes it more marketable to all the masses and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's still nice, but it's not. I'm not saying it's, but it's changed the flavour to it. It's not the same.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Here, if you wanted to buy the real beer, they have it instead of having like a local liquor store, they have it's called the State Liquor Store, and that's literally the name of it, State Liquor Store. And it's because the state runs it to buy like real alcohol, real regular beer. For us, it's regular beer, but other than that, you say strong beer, and all that and stuff, even wine and all that. But yeah, the Mormons like to control that stuff, and it's the State Liquor Store.
We did have one dodgy. Well, we're told it was a dodgy experience when we went to LA. So two of my friends who I've been in a band with, they were massive. I like Guns N' Roses. They're massive Guns N' Roses fans, and they really wanted a bottle of Night Train because of the song Night Train, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I went into a Ralph's and I was like, "Have you got any Night Train?" And they're like, "No, you won't get that here." I was like, "Do you know where I would?" And they were literally like, "You need to go to like a liquor store, like a corner, like liquor store type place."
Yeah.
Anyway, we went to a neighborhood in America, quite like, well, Compton Avenue way, right?
Yeah.
And it was fine. It was daytime. There were guys outside drinking, like from like paper bag. It was all very like you see on TV. Yeah, there was guys outside. I walked past them. I was like, "You all right?" And they sort of like nodded. And I went in, and there was a guy behind the counter, behind like a glass screen. I was like, "Oh, this really does remind me of what I've seen in films." I'm asking him for Night Train, and he's pointing. I'm like, "I can't find it, mate." So he sort of begrudgingly comes out from behind the counter, quickly points to it, sort of runs back behind his counter, and I buy it. And bought it, went across the road to Jack in the Box or whatever it's called, had dinner.
Yeah, Jack in the Box.
Yeah, went back to the hotel, told the woman at the hotel, same woman we see every day, which says, "Oh, what have you been up to?" I said, "Oh, we've just been here and whatever." And she was like, "You should not have went to that area." I was like, "Why not?" She's like, so she explained her reasons and that, and I was like, I said we were absolutely fine. There was like no issues at all.
Yeah, and there's that stigma.
And she sort of come to the conclusion that they probably thought I was crazy walking into that liquor store. That's why they didn't bother me. I was like, everyone was fine. I went in.
Yeah,
the guy behind the counter was a bit sketchy. He didn't want to come out from behind the thing. Fair enough, whatever.
Yep, doesn't want to be exposed.
Absolutely fine. Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, in Illinois, the liquor stores are like in every corner kind of thing, and it's just open, and just You just go in there and stuff, and most of them are kind of like the Simpsons with Apu, you know, as a at the counter. That's how it is in Illinois with the liquor stores.
The thing is, that's the thing. I say to you, we have one dodgy experience. It's only, I don't see it as a dodgy experience. It's only because people have since told me that you shouldn't have gone there.
Yeah.
Like, that's a dangerous part of town to go to. And like, I don't know, maybe when the lights are out and it's nighttime and it's late night, but we went there in the day, man. We went there at like 3 in the afternoon and everything was good, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, the activities don't start till nighttime.
I mean, but literally, most people I've told that who are from America and been to those parts are like, nah, man, you shouldn't go there. Oh, we literally had no issues at all. We were fine.
My liquor store is fine during the day, but at night the homeless people come out. So you have to be careful when so that's the only thing. But it's run by this really awesome Indian family. I like adore the wife. She's adorable. She's just super really sweet.
See, you got an Indian
you don't go
server
out there when
too.
the homeless people are out there because it's just like they'll come up to you. Like they have no gifts. Like they will come up to you and start like one woman she swore I was homeless with her and I was like, girl, I don't know you, hun. And she's like, no, and she kept like trying to touch me. I was like, don't touch me. I was like, do not touch me. I was like, I'll talk to you, but do not touch me. And yeah.
But just before I go, because we've got to go out in a bit and Carla's just got back, so we're going to shoot out in a bit. But when we went, the place I didn't feel safe at night was, of all places, was Las Vegas. Las Vegas felt sketchy at night, man.
Yeah. It is.
Las Vegas felt,
it is at night.
Las Vegas felt proper sketchy at night. I did not. Me and my
especially if you walk down a street too far.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Carla will never come on stream, but she's to the side. We went to Old Vegas one night, didn't we? Do you remember those two guys just having a fight in the middle of like Old Vegas?
Yeah,
it was I mean, they both looked like absolute muppets the way they were fighting, but they were just like scrapping in the middle of the street. It's like,
yep,
yeah,
like what is going on? And we were, me and Matt, we went out one night. The girls stayed in because they were tired. Me and Matt went to like one of the hotels that had like an arcade or whatever in it. Casino. There were casinos everywhere. Yeah, there were casinos everywhere. But this one, it's the one that has like a roller coaster on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And there's like we've been there the night before because my brother-in-law like managed to win one of those pop the balloon things and got like 1 billion tickets. And Carla came back with loads of annoying crap because we shared tickets out. But me and Matt went there again the night that the girls stayed in, and we were just walking down the street. And Hannah and Matt used to go to Vegas a lot, and Matt's like, "Oh yeah, come down here." And we're walking down this one bit. I mean, a massive cockroach landed on his shoulder, and he squealed, and that was hilarious. But I was just like, Matt, I don't want to walk any further down this route, man. It's you don't want to judge people, but like the people were looking sketchier and sketchier, and I was like, I don't feel good doing this, mate.
No, there's certain places you don't go. You just don't go.
You know, but I mean, you get that in England, but like, well, there's plenty of places in England like you just don't go. Certain areas and stuff like at night. But I think that's probably the same world over. I don't think that's exclusive to America. I think that's just a people thing in the world.
I mean, growing up in Illinois,
pal.
I just don't give a France. I'll go anywhere, any time of day, nighttime, daytime. Doesn't matter where it's at. It's like, oh look, there it is. I'll go
That story
there.
about when we went in LA, I thought it was fine. It was only that the people at the hotel were making such a big deal of it. You know, we went.
Yeah.
Carla won't come on cam. She's just there. But we had food. We were fine. We drove back. I mean, and the thing I say as well is we didn't feel unsafe either because there were like cop cars on all the corners as well. Like there's cops everywhere. Like what's what's going to go? That's one thing I noticed in LA. There's so much police presence, so much.
Yeah.
We didn't. Yeah, no, I LA was. I always felt fine in LA. I'd say Vegas. Yeah, late night wasn't loving walking around late night.
I think each state, each city has, you know, certain towns that, or certain parts of neighborhoods that you don't go after dark, you know. I think
Yeah.
you can find that anywhere.
Oh man, yeah. There's
So,
places.
Yeah.
Same in England. There's places in all the big cities you just do not
right,
go.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there, especially, so here's the thing, it's not too bad here, but it's the homeless that pose the problem. So there's certain parts
Mm.
that you just don't go to after dark because the homeless will come out and they are freaks. Like,
Not true.
not all of them, some of them are really nice, but there's a lot of them
Yeah.
that are just not okay in the head, and they will come at you any sort of way, and it's just, you know.
Well,
if you
even in the town I grew up in, Poole, there's a bus station there. It's not very big. It's a very small bus station compared to like what you guys in the States have got. But that's become renowned. That's like shiny pointy thing central. Do you know what I mean? You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
we
reason
don't
why. Go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, no, we don't have like the gun thing in England really, but
Yeah.
they seem to want to make up for it with shiny pointy things. So
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of like homeless that will have dogs with them because if they have a dog, they'll leave you alone. You know,
Hmm.
so a lot of the females that are homeless, they have dogs with them because
we
you know
went
that
to-
dog will go after anybody. So it's,
yeah, we went to see Tyson Fury, the boxer, at an event in Poole. We like did a Q&A thing. Carla got me tickets for it, and we nipped across to the bus station, and that was proper sketchy, wasn't it? Like, proper rough. Like, and I grew up in this town. It never used to be like that. Do you know what I mean? But it's just become. It's just a cesspit now, and yeah, Carla
See?
just said she used to go there and get her lunch every day, but you wouldn't do it now. Just
look what
'cause
Ricardo said. He said there's places that cops won't even go unless they have SWAT.
Yeah.
I believe that about Texas.
well,
Yeah.
we were told when we were in LA because we wanted to go to a Walmart, and the woman at the counter told us, she goes, "No, you don't go to that Walmart. There's a Walmart, but you don't go there." And we were like, "Really?" And she was like, "Yeah, you do not go to that Walmart." So we found a Target instead. We finally got to a Walmart when we were in Vegas, because I know it might seem daft to you guys, but I wanted to see a Walmart. Do you know what I mean?
No,
You're talking
that's not.
about seeing.
You always see him, so no,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And yeah, no, Target was fine. Walmart's a better shop. At least it was then. But no, we were told by the staff at the hotel, like, that area is not for you. You do not go there. If you go there, you are risking
Yeah.
getting
There's-
like.
There's a Walmart that used to be the only Walmart that was closest to us, right? And it was a super Walmart. It was fine. And now I don't know how I ended up on this guy's channel. And I've only seen him a few times, and I decided, yeah, I don't want to see his channel anymore, so I blocked it. But he lived in Colorado, but he would always he's always making videos about him packing when he goes to a certain Walmart at a certain location. He goes,
Wow.
I never go. I
Screen
never
just went
go
crazy.
without packing. And then
You're lagging,
it's true, though.
Kat.
What?
Can't make out what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
I
Wow.
got you. I got what you were saying. Do you mean when you say
Like
packing?
Zombie
do you
and I
mean
are the only
carrying
ones
a
not
weapon?
lagging.
Sorry, I'm being English here. Does packing mean carrying a pew pew?
Yes.
Right.
Oh.
I thought it did, but I just wanted to
But-
clarify.
Basically, you don't go there anymore. Like, it's so, like, people are constantly being shot in the parking lot or shot inside the store. So it's not even an option to go there anymore. Like, you just don't, unless you're looking for something like bad to do, then you go there.
See, the most you're going to get in our local car park is somebody. The worst I've had at our local car park for our supermarkets, some old bloke started trying to have a go at me because he was like, "You can't park there. It's parent and child." And I was like, "If you look through the window, there's a kid in the back. So mind your own business, mate."
That's funny.
That's about the worst you get. I mean, we got in our little local town, we got a few kids who think they're a bit scary, haven't we, babe? But you just generally sort of they're not about the life they think they're about, you know.
Yeah.
But we're lucky where we live. We do live in a very picturesque rural setting, and that's it. You know, that's one of the pluses of it. The downside is if you want anything, you've got to drive absolutely everywhere because there is nothing.
Yeah.
But the upside is no one really knows you're here. There's not a lot of people, and you look out your window and you can see sheep and cows. You know, if you look out the right window. Well, there's only one window you can do that from. Actually, in our house, it's there, but yeah, pretty much. But no, we're very lucky. We've got that. But we lived in town first of all, and I grew up in town. Carla grew up in this village, literally a 2-minute walk from where we live now. In fact, this house we live in now, this cottage, her sisters lived here. Your auntie's lived here, hasn't she?
Yeah, Pat and Bob lived.
Pat and Bob lived here. Other people have lived here. Your dad's worked, and this is just the house that like her family's all
In the
been.
family.
Yeah, well, that's why we didn't need references, deposit, or anything, because the landlord was just like, "Yeah, that's fine. You can live here." You know what I mean?
Your last name? Were you marrying? Oh, okay. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, no, it was literally like that, wasn't it? Yeah, and the builder who used to do the maintenance for all the houses for him used to do the maintenance here, and his in-laws and his wife's parents lived here while they built their house, which is there, and it's all very Little Britain. But yeah, you getting in the houses that my landlord owns, it's not a case of having references or deposits. It's a case of, does he know you?
Yeah.
Does he know?
Yeah.
They all gets passed down like that. You won't get in these houses if you're not someone who he knows is someone. You know.
Yeah. What was your family name again? Oh yeah, okay, I know who you are. Yeah, went to school with your uncle. Yeah, but you're good. You're fine. Come on in.
Dude, that's literally what it's like. It's like, oh, Carla's dad. Yeah, Ian the plasterer. Oh, Ian so-and-so. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Come on. Yeah. Oh yeah. I know him. Yeah.
Until you say nickname, and then they're like, "No, you can leave. You can leave."
Yeah. Damn.
So the moral of the story is use Carla's name, not Nick's.
Not
Okay,
Nick.
that's how you get it.
Yes.
Carla, not Nick.
I'll have you know, my landlord absolutely loves me.
Sure.
I've stopped his house from falling down for the last 10 years. That's the problem with living somewhere that was built in the 1800s. It's a little bit dated.
Yeah.
You know, we're not even allowed double glazed windows in this house. How's that for you American guys? We're not allowed to put modern windows in. Not allowed to. Yep, really, not allowed to.
Is it because it's like a registry thing, or because like I know like things that get registered here is
listed properties? Yes. So because of the age of it, they're protected. So like things like our doors have to be painted green.
Certain
like
colors.
Back door painted green. There's loads of little weird nuances if you do it, like if you the roof on because the back of it. So I won't turn it around because I can't on camera. So our front room door is the old entrance to the house. The kitchen is all an extension because our bathroom's downstairs. Because originally this is a terrace of 3 cottages, and they're what you call grace and favour cottages. So they used to be for the farm workers, but just behind us are 3 outbuildings. They're all joined together. Ours, I believe, was the gamekeepers. The one in the middle was the laundrette, and the one on the end was the blacksmith because it's still got the chimney there, right?
Yeah.
And behind that was a toilet, a single toilet that was for all of these cottages,
For all these
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And people would cook on the open fire. They'd use the fire to cook, and it would all have been tin baths. And yeah, so But you found a picture. When did you found a picture from what year in the extension was on here?
I think it was like 1901.
1901. The extension had been put on the back of this place, but upstairs we've got is 2-bedroom, but they're very strangely shaped bedrooms because it was never 2 bedrooms. It was one big bedroom, and they've like put a partition in and like separated it.
Mhm. Yeah.
So our house is really, really quirky. It's proper old and quirky. And another thing is our house doesn't have foundations. It's built straight on the ground onto slate.
Oh wow.
So it's and people have like challenged me on that problem. Like, no, it's absolutely true. It's because of the way how it is here.
Yeah. Crazy.
I don't know which listed one it is, but it's whichever one it is. That's to Aisha that you're not allowed to do bugger all to it. It's I know we have to pay like an additional £15-20 a year on our house because we don't own the building, but we pay contents insurance, and I know we have to pay slightly more. And no, that's not because of this. It's because we've got a stream. Is it a river or a stream? The river. It's the river Windsbourne, isn't it? Yeah, give away our bloody location, but yeah, there you go. It's a river. Yeah, to be fair,
Doctors are going to come for you.
it's a massive river which flows through loads of villages, and it's at the end of our garden. So we have to, and they always worry about flooding, and we've had terrible floods in this village, and it's never even got near our door, has it?
Came up to the worst part was like when Jax was born, and it came halfway up the garden.
Yeah, halfway up the gut, and that was like, I remember going out. I had a KTM motorbike at the time. I just got it, but I wanted to go out on it, and I wasn't really motorbiking. I was jet skiing.
Yeah.
I was stood up on the fence with like full-blown waterproofs on and like proper like overboot things, and I was like going through the villages on it. Just like, it literally, when you were riding it, it felt like you were jet skiing. Like you could just see water.
Crazy.
Wow.
He said that would be grade 1.
Be grade 1 then. It's yeah, we can't do much to this place, and even repairs and stuff you have to go. Well, I've worked in listed properties anyway in the building game, so I've worked on places, cob places, old lime render and plaster. I can do that stuff, and that's all. You have to follow really strict rules. You can't just use modern materials. It has to all be done a certain way, you know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I am a bit envious sometimes when I see, like, I saw something on YouTube where they were delivering a house to somewhere in America and they were just bolting it together in sections.
Oh, yeah. Pre-built
Tiny
homes.
So my auntie that passed away recently, she lived in a prefabricated house, and they were put up. They were put up after the World War One. I'm trying to think when they were put up because they've just crossed being 100 years. Like, Carla's looking at me like, what? That these houses.
No, I'm just thinking if your son was there and you were like World War Son, he would go.
No, I know my World Wars, but like I'm trying to think. It might have even been before World War One, is what I'm getting. Anyway, they were put up as prefabricated houses. They're 105 years old, so probably after World War One. Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Sorry, I'm not great with my dates. You can all hate on me for that. They were meant to be put up to last 20 years. They were just like emergency housing that was put up just to last temporary, and they're all like concrete and bolted together. And well, my auntie literally lived there her whole life. She took it on from her parents, and they're still going. They're not even rotting. They're just still standing.
We have homes back when you could buy them from Sears. They're like between like, $2 to like $7,000, and they're still standing. But they were like good built homes. You just pick out which model you want, and they pop them up.
Oh yeah, the old Sears catalogs.
Yep.
But you could go to basically what's Argos and order a house.
Yes. So back then you could order a house. So it would, like I said, you could pick out the floor plan that you want. And I think
That's-
the most expensive one I saw was like 7,500, and that was a lot back then. But and
Yeah.
then people that have bought it had put it on the internet and showed them like this is the floor plan, and then they would show the house, blur the address, but they would show the house and say, later on they added this addition to it and this and stuff because their family grew. But yeah, it's still just as good because they made it with quality stuff, not the crap that you get now.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's absolutely crazy. So you could literally, like, yeah. Apart from my bad history with World Wars, but I will tell you now that that's part of my dyslexia. Numbers, I can read and stuff. My numbers are terrible, but no, these prefab house things that we have over here, there's loads still up that have been up for over 100 years, and they were literally only ever meant to last a short amount of time. But it's not interesting, it's boring, but you can't get a mortgage on a prefab house in the UK. So if you want to buy a prefab house, you have to put an outer skin of bricks around it. Just some weird little.
Yeah, there's most of the mortgages don't cover prefab homes here in the US.
Oh, same to you, is it? Like, you can't get mortgages on park homes here either.
Yeah.
You can take loans out, but they're not. It's certain things, to what I understand, because Carla's nan lived in a park home for how many years? 40 odd years.
Yeah, about 40 years because she swapped with mum.
Yeah, because Carla's mum and dad brought a park home when they first got married, so they had their own home. Carla's nan lived in the house that was Carla's great nan's house, and they bought it off of her. And then when Carla's mum got pregnant, they did a swap with Carla's mum's with her grandparents. It's getting confusing now, but yeah, basically they swapped homes. And Carla's nan and granddad went to live up the park home, and Carla's mum and dad lived in the house, and they bought that off of them. So.
Nick, I sent you a link to a video that shows the floor plan and what they look like and the price on them. And now that one of them was it looks like a beautiful house a little over $4,000. I mean, that would be worth 500 easily in this market.
Do you know what? Me and Carla have said so many times, if we could buy a prefab house, the park homes near us, we'd live in those, wouldn't we, babe?
Yeah.
Some of the park homes near us are amazing.
I forgot you. Ricardo reminded me. You can buy one now off of Amazon for $10,000. Did you see that?
Yeah, the import tax and tariffs might mess it up a little bit.
Well, this is what you do. You have somebody buy it over here for you, and then you can ship it because you already bought it, so there's no tariffs.
Well, I don't know. Well, now Carla's here, I'm gonna embarrass Carla a little bit, but so you can't see, but on the screen there, babe, on the TV is the people. So that's Rolando, and I said he looks a bit like Jimmy Smits. And I'm just doing that to embarrass Carla because Carla's got the hots for Jimmy Smits. So.
Yeah.
And she's just said, "Show me a woman who doesn't." So get yourself out there, Rolando. You're gonna do fine.
Dress up. Yeah, dress up like Bail Organa, huh?
Well, I think what Kat was saying was getting a suit was the thing. But I mean, all respect for Belle.
Listen, get a nice haircut, get a suit. I mean, any woman will look at you.
Oh, you don't like my haircut? Okay.
Yes, because that's exactly what I said.
No. Go on the prowl. Hit the bars. That's where you find nice women.
Oh, I just took myself out of the stream then.
It's going to be a sudden uptick in Men's Warehouse for suits purchases.
I'll tell you what gets me. Is everyone
That's to do it.
Here's one that boggles my brain. Everyone that my wife fancies or finds hot, right? I look at them and think, they look nothing like me. What does that say?
She didn't marry her type.
Well, the story she won't tell
That's
you is that
funny.
like she was so desperate to marry me, she practically ran up the aisle.
Right.
No,
Sure.
this true story. She was so nervous. She sat here. She'll confirm it with a yes. Who walked really, really, really fast up the aisle and people trying to slow you down?
Trying to like grab my arm and tell me to slow down.
I think they were just trying to stop her, not slow her down.
Well,
Yeah.
here's the thing. So I hadn't met a load of Carla's family on the day we got married, and my mum insisted on us having these buttonhole things, these white rose things with pins you put on your shirt, right? Didn't want any of that.
Yeah.
Anyway, my dad decides that he's just going to start pinning one on me while we're stood waiting for them to come up to do the thing. And he stabbed me in the chest with it quite deep.
Oh, jeez.
I turned around in front of everyone, called him something that rhymes with bluffing, and I said something like bluffing blunt. And I said that in front of all of Carla's family that never met me.
Lovely.
Jeez.
So they
In front of the priest too.
No. Well, it was a civil ceremony. It was a registry office, but it was still really posh.
So you had a judge?
What do
What do they call
they're the registrars? Yeah, registrar. So, yeah.
Whatever
So
that is.
it was like any other wedding, except for the only thing is in these ceremonies. Do you remember they told us you can't have any religious music or anything? Like, you can't have any religious music. Because like, that's fine because we've picked Billy Idol and Motorhead, so you're absolutely fine. And so Carla walked
I would
up
have
the
picked
aisle.
Billy Idol White Wedding.
That's exactly what Carla ran up the aisle to.
That's fantastic.
There you go.
And we had the cover of Louie Louie by Motorhead because apparently that song was playing in the background when I proposed to her. So,
Nice.
Very good.
How sweet.
and on our wedding cake, we had Doctor Who, Rose Tyler, and K9 as the wedding cake toppers.
Ah.
The men wore all black. I had a black Stetson on. And the bridesmaids all wore black, and you had a white dress, didn't you? So ivory, white.
I've-
Anyway, we walked out of there, and within 2 seconds, we had one of Carla's aunts and the woman who made the dress saying, "Don't worry, I've kept some fabric back to make a christening gown for when the baby arrives." Like, give us a chance. We just got married. It took 7 years until we managed to procreate. So families are mental, man. Our wedding was like, so we went to this registry office, which was like in a really posh thing they'd just done up. So that was really nice. And then it was totally budget because we borrowed my brother-in-law. He had a Jag. We borrowed his car for the wedding car. My sister's a hairdresser, so she did the hair and makeup. Carla's neighbor made the dress because she was a dressmaker. We had the reception in my parents' back garden. We hired the marquees, like the gazebos. We hired them from the local scouts group for about £7 a gazebo. The music was done on my band's PA system with an iPod. Yeah, so that was the DJ. My mum did a buffet, and Carla's parents paid for us to have a bar there, and it was free drinks. And the ex-brother-in-law I was talking about from Vegas, he was a photographer, so he did our photos for us. We did everything budget, man. That was a good day. Oh, we had an amazing day. People said they really enjoyed it, but we just we proved that you could get married for a lot less. Two of our friends got married a year afterwards. I think they spent nearly 22 grand on the wedding. They were divorced. They were putting in for divorce 9 months after that. So, And that's the other thing as well. Like, we look at all the people. We've got friends who have been married twice, coming up, one of them 3 times in the time we've been married.
I got married after us.
They all got married after us as well. What's going on?
Mm.
All right, guys.
I'll-
I'm gonna have to go. My pain's starting to kick my butt, so
Oh,
I don't
dude.
want to scream on stream. So I'm gonna go. Appreciate
Okay.
everybody hanging out with me. It looks like Super John's doing an auction, so maybe head his way.
Very good.
Yeah.
See what he's got going on.
Got a lot of
But
good stuff
I
to
appreciate
auction
it.
off.
Appreciate everybody hanging out with me, and I'm gonna try and stream tonight. So hope I'll see everybody later. And I think
Oh,
Ghosty
okay.
has a stream coming up too. I think he's in a few hours, but you have to check. But he's doing a DVD thing, a mystery box thing. So check him out as well, y'all.
Cool. And a week today, me and Kat are doing the Men in Black Real Impact. Sorry to jump in with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I forgot
cool.
about that
Men in
too,
Black.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Should be fun.
So just
All right.
hijack your channel there, Kat.
I don't care. Anybody's
Didn't-
allowed to promote whatever. Don't bother me. All right. Bye, everybody.
See everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my
see
gosh,
you
I
all
forgot
later.
Zombie was here. He's been so quiet.
Just snoring a little bit ago.
I thought he
He's still
okay.
awake.
Wow. Woo.
No, sleeping a little bit.